Lot's journey began alongside his uncle Abraham, a man chosen by God to father a great nation. After leaving their homeland of Haran, they traveled to Canaan, where God promised Abraham descendants as numerous as the stars. As they journeyed together, God blessed them abundantly, and their flocks and herds grew so vast that the land could not support them both. Disputes arose between their herdsmen, and Abraham, always the peacemaker, proposed a solution. "Let's not quarrel between you and me or between your herdsmen and mine, for we are close relatives. If you go to the left, I will go to the right. If you go to the right, I will go to the left." Lot, drawn by the allure of prosperity, chose the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley, settling near the city of Sodom, a decision that would shape the rest of his life. Though the land was lush and prosperous, Sodom was a city steeped in sin and corruption. Lot moved closer to the city until he eventually lived within its walls. He became part of its society, even sitting at the city gates, a position of authority. Despite the wickedness around him, Lot remained a righteous man. However, his decision to live in Sodom exposed his family to the city's corrupting influence, leading to tragic consequences. One day, a coalition of kings waged war against Sodom and its neighbors, capturing the city and taking Lot and his household as prisoners. When Abraham heard of Lot's plight, he acted swiftly, leading 318 trained men in a daring nighttime rescue. Abraham defeated the kings, freed Lot, and restored the captured goods to Sodom. Despite this warning sign, Lot returned to the city, choosing comfort over safety. Sodom's wickedness grew so great that God decided to destroy it. Yet, out of his mercy, he chose to warn Lot and save him and his family. Two angels, disguised as men, arrived in Sodom and were welcomed into Lot's home. That night, the men of Sodom surrounded Lot's house, demanding to abuse his guests. Lot, desperate to protect them, offered his daughters instead, an act that highlights the moral decay of living in such a corrupt city. The angels intervened, striking the mob with blindness and warning Lot to gather his family and flee. At dawn, the angels led Lot, his wife, and his two daughters out of the city, urging them to flee to the mountains and not look back. "Flee for your lives. Don't look back, and don't stop anywhere in the plain." As Lot and his family ran, fire and sulfur rained down from heaven, consuming Sodom, Gomorrah, and the surrounding region. Tragically, Lot's wife disobeyed the angel's command and looked back, longing for the life she was leaving behind. In that instant, she was turned into a pillar of salt. Lot and his daughters escaped to the mountains, taking refuge in a cave. Isolated and believing they were the last humans on earth, Lot's daughters made a desperate decision. They got their father drunk and bore children by him. The sons born from this act became the ancestors of the Moabites and the Ammonites, nations that would later oppose Israel. Lot's choice to prioritize material wealth over spiritual well-being led to his family's exposure to sin and its devastating consequences. Despite Lot's flaws and failures, God extended his mercy, rescuing him from destruction. Lot's story reminds us that our choices, whether guided by faith or worldly desires, have far-reaching consequences. Lot's story is a sobering reflection on the consequences of compromise and the unwavering mercy of God. Though his life was marked by tragedy, his rescue is a testament to God's faithfulness to those who seek righteousness, even in the midst of darkness. The tale of Lot urges us to choose wisely, to trust in God's guidance, and to flee from anything that draws us away from his will.
Ja,